Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
One for one. A lot more to go. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 3 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Throwing Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Okay, ready? Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Kyle. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now a second and 10. To throw again. Kyle. Looking left sideline. It's complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Now the try here for the point after. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Patton. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop it for a 2nd straight play. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Smith to return it. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
No gain on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Kyle. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. For this offense in midseason form here in the opener, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. 25 yards. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic. but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Completes this to Addison out left. And running with power here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Patton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patton, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
21.
Off the play fake. Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Kyle. connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
That's pulled in at the 32. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. 59 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Commanders 20, Vikings 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The throw over the middle taken in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Kyle. Touchdown Washington. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Now for the point after. And the lead is now 13. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. picked off by Jamin Davis. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Kyle. And it's caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Cup 19, go!
To throw on second down. Kyle. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here we go, 11.
Here's Jones on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Omaha, set.
Quickly to Addison here. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
From the 44, Jones, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamin Davis, and the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Kyle slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 75. And the Commanders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score. Commanders 41, Vikings 14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, get set. Great time.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here's they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
A nice little juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 51 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Kyle. This pass into the hands of Turner. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action. Kyle. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Trying the left side with Walker. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders extend their lead yet again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
11-11.
Now a play fake here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Smith trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Kyle. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Omaha! Sit high! 12, 12, 12. High!
Now a give right side. Patton. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17.
Off the bootleg. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Jones now on 3rd down. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point forthcoming. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Commanders 55, Vikings 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Vikings are able to claw one back. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 217 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Back to Walker on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's go now.
At the 44-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Kyle. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Jones. He completes this to Cole Turner. There he goes left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off play action. Jones rolling to his right. Turner is there for another one. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Let's go.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
18 rattlers. Ready?
Looking to throw. Kyle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late, not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter. There he goes, left side. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Jones, off play action. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down.
I'm not quite sure they got the spark that they wanted on third down. In fact, I think they gave that spark to their opponent instead, because that big stop has galvanized the sideline, and it starts their offense out with some momentum.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. But not before they work it across midfield.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back.